Welcome back to another character design video. My name is Plumeria, and if you're returning, I am so sorry for the 8-month wait between these videos. It was my last year at university, and I was in the trenches of homework. It was insane. I had barely any free time to do any drawings besides homework. Anyways, I am so happy to be returning, and with that return, I decided to do a part 2 of turning Sanrio characters into humanoid characters. I had so much fun with these character designs, and I can't wait to share them, so instead of waiting any longer, let's get right into it. The first character I wanted to design was Usahana. Usahana debuted in 2000, and her birthday is August 7th. She's a bright and colorful bunny, and her name in Japan translates to flower rabbit. She was originally designed to bring some color and joy for women working in corporate spaces, and was not originally born with the rainbow coloring, and only got it after helping her friends missing the rainbow she was originally off to see. But the rainbow granted her wish of seeing it by making her so brightly colored. She is sweet, playful, and dreams to be a ballerina, so for her design, I wanted to go more girly, brightly colored, fun, and very summery. I went with a wide stance, very friendly, to represent the joyfulness of her character, and almost as if she's twirling like a ballerina. Normally I try to avoid others' interpretations of characters, but with Sanrio it's hard to miss such beautiful fan art. I remembered a lot of artists drawing humanized Usahana with a more decora style, which is so cute and I absolutely love, but I wanted to go with a little bit more of an early 2000s layered aesthetic, and almost a summer childhood memory, almost a little bit more nostalgic. One of my favorite things that I found in my research is that she's the height of 3 tulips. She's just so small, and so for my design, I made sure to maintain that by making her one of the smallest out of the group. When it finally came to coloring, I wanted to maintain that familiar design elements by keeping all of the block palette-like colors in their specific sections that originally were in the design. So like her hair being two-toned to represent her 2 bunny ears, the purple and yellow, I went with a fun kind of gingham pattern for the dress, and then the green and orange being little patches on her jeans as if she almost designed them herself. I got an idea from one of my friends, which thanks to them for that amazing idea of doing where her roots are kind of growing out. It made it super cute, and I absolutely love that little touch and bonus color to the design. Another fun little detail that I added is just behind her ear on the pink side of her hair, I added the little orange flower that she's often drawn with, and it's just so cute. I'm really proud of that. It's such a small little element, but it just makes it look really good. I don't know why I really like that part. And here's the final design of Usahana. Please let me know what you think. I absolutely love her. She is so cute, and I'm really happy with the overall pose and design of her. The second character I decided to design is not just one, but 2 siblings, the twin stars, Kiki being the younger brother and Lala. The 2 were originally designed for a Christmas promotion in the 1970s, and originally had blonde and brown hair, eventually making their official debut in 1975, and the distinct pink and blue coloring not appearing till about the mid-80s. For their design, I wanted to keep the star motifs and elements, but make it cuter, whimsical, and give it a little bit more shape, as the original design is very simple. I started out with sketching Lala. I had more ideas for her and planned to base Kiki's off what I eventually did for her. Lala is the oldest. She is quiet, timid, creative, and loves to cook. For her pose, I kept it quite close and a little slouchy, like she's unsure of what to do. For her outfit, I designed it to be elegant and flowy, similar to that celestial and dreamy aesthetic. I of course gave Lala her long pink hair, giving it slight waves and little wisps at the top of her head in the shape of a little heart. As for Kiki, I gave him a little bit more of a confident stance. He is more outgoing and often very curious, and so I made his stance a lot larger than it would be for Lala. When it came to colors, I didn't want just the white, so I added softer tones from their hair, acting as almost a third color. giving Lala a little bit more of a lavender tone while sticking to shades of blue for Kiki. Of course, wanting to maintain the star elements, I gave them each little distinct star design elements. As for Lala, I gave her a little necklace of crescent moons and a star, and then for Kiki, giving him a patch on his sweater. I'm really happy with their designs. You can, I guess to me, because I'm the artist, I can see that they are siblings, but they're also very distinct, each of their personalities coming across in their overall design. That's one thing I've been trying to work on, and I think it worked out really well with this. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have gotten a sneak peek of who this next character will be. But if you don't, I hosted a vote on my Instagram stories because I wasn't sure of who to do for the third and final character. It was in between Laundry the Raccoon and My Sweet Piano. In the end, there was a huge difference between the vote, and Laundry eventually won. But don't worry, I really liked Sweet Piano, and they'll remain on the list for a later episode. Laundry debuted in 1999. He loves to wash the things he gets his hands on. He's a foodie, and my favorite line of the fan wiki is that this raccoon is full of beans. His best friend is a rubber ducky named P, and since I was giving them humanoid designs, I brought P to life as a pet duck rather than just a rubber duck. For Laundry, I went with a cottagecore aesthetic with very earthy tones. I stuck to the various shades of brown, which was a complete switch from the previous 3 designs. In my kind of thumbnailing, I tried to do a couple different shades of green, eventually adding that into his eyes, but I thought that the brown matched his main Sanrio design, but also it just looked really good. To bring in the stripy pattern of Laundry's tail, which was an element I really wanted to maintain, just wasn't sure how to do it, I ended up going with Alyssa Liu's stripe hair. Now, she's not the only one who does this hair, but as of recent, she's the most iconic person with this hair, and so I thought it fit this character really well. And it also had a fun element to a lot of these characters being very fun patterned hairs. This design, other than the hair, is a lot simpler than the previous 3 characters, and I think it works really well with the overall design. Laundry also doesn't have very much information and backstory other than his love for cooking, eating, and the joy he gets from music. And it wasn't until I was on the search for any Sanrio characters for this video that I realized how many there are and how many don't get enough love. So after this, go to Sanrio's website, look up niche Sanrio characters, find one, and spread the love for them. I am so happy with the final designs of all 4 of these characters. They all turned out so good, and one thing I've been working on in the last year at school was trying to make my characters very distinct, not all the same. I really have been working towards making sure that you can tell the difference in characteristics just by poses, stance, design, overall, just changing the way I draw characters. And I'm really happy that this challenged me to do that, especially because of how different each of these characters are. So let me know down below who you like the most and who you would like to see me draw. And if you would like some bonus content, I've created a gaming channel, which is very focused on my narrative storytelling, currently having one video out, which is a Minecraft story one. So please, if you want some more, go check it out, it's linked down below. That's it for this video. Until next one, I will see you later.